Как дела? Как вас зовут? What is your name?
Hi, my name is Bruce Lee. I'm the Scoutmaster here in Troop 394 in the Silicon Valley Monterey Council.
Что это tu работа? What is your job as far as leadership?
So my job is to put together the troop here. We have a boy-run troop, so a lot of the functions in the troop are done by the boys themselves. My job is to make sure that they are safe and that they're having fun. And if they do that, then scouting is simple. They want to come back, they want to go to meetings, they want to go on campouts. You know, being fun is the key to scouting.
Absolutely. It's a great part of that, to keep them coming back, right?
Definitely.
Now, you're a scoutmaster. Can you explain to me what the difference between an assistant scoutmaster and a scoutmaster? Do most troops have a scoutmaster, or?
Yeah, so all troops have a scoutmaster, and basically where the buck stops with us. We are considered the head of the unit. We have assistant scoutmasters that support myself, but I feel that it's a team. You know, I can't do it by myself. I have certain roles that I fulfill. A lot of mine are more outreaching, going to other units, recruiting, and working with the parents, where a lot of the assistant scoutmasters will work more with the boys. But we all kind of wear multiple hats and we do multiple things here in the troop.
And we're not afraid to like mix it up with each other or hand stuff off, and that's really a nice thing. And at least that's the way it is in this troop, which is rather nice. Now, as far as with the council, can you explain a little bit how you were involved with that and what the council is, so they can understand what the council means?
Sure. So in the United States, we have multiple councils. They are geographic areas usually. Our council is called the Silicon Valley Monterey Bay Council, and that pretty much includes the lower part of the San Francisco Bay Area Council down into the Monterey area. We serve about 16,000 boys here locally. My job at the council level, I have multiple hats that I wear.
Yeah, he
so I
does.
could go on that for a while. But the big role that I'm fulfilling these days is I am the camp director of one of our major summer camps that our council puts on. And we run for 7 weeks up by a park called Yosemite, which you can look that up. I'm sure you've heard of that before.
I've been able to share that with them a little bit. I didn't show them on the map, but I did explain to them what summer camp was a little bit and the name of it. You're the camp director, correct?
Yeah, so I'm the camp director. This will be my 4th summer of running this. So that's separate from being a scoutmaster. I'm not a paid professional because I do this as a volunteer, but I have a staff of 60 youths that range anywhere from 16 to, well, I've actually got one that's 58 this year that's working for me. And they run all of my merit badges. I have cooks, I have medics, shooting sports, swimming, boating, things like that.
And where do these people come from generally? The populace from?
So they come from the troops here in the Valley and other troops in California. We're known throughout the state as one of the premier campsites here, and so we have people that apply for our staff. The person I mentioned that's 58, he was on staff as a youth back in the 70s. And
wow.
He actually married a girl from staff in the 80s, and then has come back. The wife has been our nurse for the last 3 years at camp, and he's coming back to run my rifle range this summer. So it's kind of come full circle. Same for me. I worked as a youth at a summer camp back in the late 60s, early 70s, and now it's kind of come full circle.
I just found that out. Dave was explaining that to me, that you worked at camp. I did not know this.
It wasn't Hai-Sьerre. It was another one called Diamond O.
Oh, okay.
It was on the South Fork of the Tuolumne River, where we're on the North Fork of the Tuolumne River. Very similar old logging camp. So Hai-Sьерre, our council has owned that property since 1948. It was originally an Indian village, Miwok Indians. During 1903 to 1912, it was owned by the Sonora Lumber Company, and they harvested all the wood off the hills there and everything. And then a family bought the acreage. We bought the acreage, 110 acres from them in 1948. And it's been a Boy Scout summer camp ever since.
Excellent.
We'll probably serve 1,600 boys this summer.
Wow, 1,600 boys this summer. That's a lot.
It's a lot of food.
We're going to be packed in there pretty tight. And next year, what's happening up there?
So we're just finished up a capital campaign to replace our dining hall and kitchen. That had been there since the 1950s. This is going to be a $4 million, I wouldn't even call it a renovation. We're going to tear down the old one and build a brand new facility. So I'm really looking forward to that because we really jam everybody in the dining hall right now, and a very small kitchen for cooking for 400 plus a week.
Yes, it is a little cramped in there, and I'm sure the guys working in the kitchen are going to appreciate the new kitchen a lot more.
Yes.
Can you explain to us some of the patches and what they mean and represent, what our council patch is, what our troop number patch is located, all the different patches, what the OA is patches, and some of the extra ones you have there?
Okay, so we'll start with this arm. Obviously an American flag. This is basically a patrol patch like the boys have. We have a patrol for the adults, which we call the Phoenix, because we've risen up from the ashes because we've burned down many times. Quality unit patch. Quality unit is a thing that our national organization has for meeting standards and metrics for units on how they participate on fundraising, advancement, outings, not killing kids, things like that.
Which is always a good thing.
Which is always a good thing. So on this side, we'll start up here. This is one of our council patches. This is our new council. We merged recently with the Monterey Bay Council, so now used to be the Santa Clara County Council, now we're the Silicon Valley Monterey Bay
Council.
Next is our troop number. Every unit here of boys has their own distinct troop number. We're 394. We were formed in 1993.
So our troop's been around since 1993.
Then I have my Scoutmaster patch. These two are training patches. There's a whole bunch of knots. I'll go into those for a minute. Order of the Arrow that's a whole other story, but this is my lodge patch for Order of the Arrow. This is the patch from the 65th reunion of High-Sьерre.
Oh, wow.
Everybody gets a red one. You may have seen those on other shirts.
I've seen, yeah, on jackets.
On jackets and stuff. This is a special one. This is the World Crest. This is just basically saying that Scouts around the world are all one.
This is an important one to us, and this is part of what we're sharing with you is the international friendship between Scouts and scouting around the world. And it's rather important one, I think.
Yeah, I agree. These other knots are achievements that I've either earned or that have been bestowed on me. I think they're kind of important to wear, not for me to brag, but boys come up to me and say, what are those? And it's different things that I can work for as a goal in scouting, that I can show the boys that I'm not just there for the fun of it. I'm there also participating and doing things like being trained, starting new units, and then I have a few awards that have been bestowed on me, one for the district level and one at the council level and one at national level. So.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Bruce. Спасибо, Брюс Ли. Хорошая работа. Как дела? Спасибо, Алексея, Евгений. И пока-пока. Would you like to say goodbye to him? Here,